Imagine losing everything you've built, your home, your memories, even the little things that made life feel familiar, in a matter of hours. That's exactly what happened to acting legend Sir Anthony Hopkins, the man who gave us one of cinema's most haunting performances in The Silence of the Lambs. Earlier this year, raging wildfires tore through California, destroying homes in some of its most exclusive neighborhoods. Hopkins' Pacific Palisades estate, worth millions, was among those reduced to ashes. But instead of despair, the 87-year-old actor responded with something rare in Hollywood: grace, gratitude, and a bit of humor. So how bad was the loss? And what is Sir Anthony doing now after the fire that took everything? Let's unfold the story. The wildfires that swept across California earlier this year were among the most destructive the state has seen in years. Entire communities wiped out in hours, homes worth millions reduced to charred rubble. Sir Anthony Hopkins was one of the many caught in the disaster. His stunning Pacific Palisades home, a serene retreat overlooking the ocean, didn't stand a chance against the flames. By the time the fire passed, everything he owned there was gone. In an interview with The Guardian, Hopkins called it a bit of a calamity. He and his wife Stella were away when it happened, a small mercy that likely saved their lives. Even their beloved cats were safe. Reflecting on the loss, Hopkins said, "We lost everything, but you think, oh well, at least we are alive." His words carried that calm, philosophical tone only someone who's seen a lifetime of highs and lows could have. But despite his gratitude, he didn't forget those hit harder. People older than him, who had spent decades building their homes, only to be left with nothing. It wasn't just his own loss he was mourning, it was everyone's. In his conversation with The Guardian, Hopkins didn't dwell on what was gone. He focused on what remained: life, family, a sense of perspective that only comes from years of weathering storms, both literal and personal. He said, "We're thankful that no one was hurt, and we got our cats and our little family into the clear. We lost everything, but you think, oh well, at least we are alive?" That quiet acceptance wasn't resignation, it was clarity. For a man who spent a lifetime playing complex, tormented characters, his real-life response was almost serene. Hopkins went on to say he felt deep sympathy for others who weren't as lucky, people way past retirement age who had spent their lives working hard, only to see everything vanish overnight. There was no bitterness in his tone, no anger at fate, just an understanding that loss is part of the human story, and gratitude, however small, is the only thing that makes it bearable. Sir Anthony Hopkins has called California home for decades, long enough to see its beauty, its chaos, and everything in between. For him, the move was never about chasing fame or fortune. It was simply about peace and sunlight. When asked if he ever regretted settling in the US, he laughed it off. People said, "Are you selling out?" He recalled, "I said, no, I just like the climate and to get a suntan." That effortless charm is classic Hopkins, a mix of wit and wisdom that cuts through the noise. Despite the fires, he insists he still loves Los Angeles. "I like Los Angeles. I've had a great life here," he said. And that says something, that even after losing his home, he still finds warmth in the city that took him in. To him, California isn't just a place. It's a state of mind, unpredictable, beautiful, and worth the risk. After the fire, Hopkins and his wife Stella decided not to rebuild right away. Instead, they quietly moved into a rented home in Brentwood, just a few miles from where their old estate once stood. But what about the property itself? Well, the couple chose to sell it, even if it meant taking a financial hit. Hopkins had originally bought one house in Pacific Palisades back in 2018 for $6.6 million, and then the neighboring property the following year for another $6 million. The plan was to merge both plots into one sprawling estate. Now the combined land, or what's left of it, has been put on the market for $6.4 million total, far below what he paid. The two lots will be sold separately again, with the one that once boasted a swimming pool listed for $2.55 million, and the other at $3.85 million. It's a quiet, practical move. No drama, no headlines about rebuilding bigger. Just a man closing a chapter, one that literally went up in smoke. At 87, Sir Anthony Hopkins has lived through more stories than most of us will ever see. Awards, fame, heartbreak, rebirth, and now, lost by fire. Yet his response to it all feels remarkably simple. Gratitude. He doesn't talk about rebuilding a mansion or chasing compensation. Instead, he talks about being alive, about being thankful, about still loving the same city that took so much from him. It's a reminder that resilience isn't loud. It's quiet. It's the calm voice that says, "We lost everything, but at least we're here." Hopkins may have lost his house, but not his sense of home. Because for him, home isn't a place built on land. It's built on perspective. And that, unlike wood or walls, doesn't burn. If you like this story and want more updates like this, don't forget to like, subscribe to Papaya Room, and hit that bell icon so you never miss what's next.